Hello everybody, welcome back. How you doing? It's me, I'm Grant, and you're my team. Previously, we did chapter 15. Let's do chapter 16. Yay! Oh, I feel so good today.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Alliance army successfully rendezvous with Judith in Aelel. With the addition of House Daphne's forces, the time has come to invade Empire territory.
But basically, thanks, Yellow Joy-Con, for that, you slut. Hopefully that is the only interruption we get this episode. This one has not done it. That's the second time that this one's ever done that. Anyways, new month, new objectives. First of all, we talk to everybody, we get the world building, and we might just be able to squeeze in a couple of battles. We can now do 3 battles. We hit Professor rank A, finally. Oh my god. And I need to take Ferdy to the sauna. I need to take a lot of people to the sauna, to be honest. But we also need to eat. So, story.
Preparations are complete. Now it's a game of patience. As they say, good things come to those who wait.
Any chance you can explain this brilliant plan to us?
Pretty soon, Count Gloucester will need to gather his troops in the northern part of his territory.
Against the kingdom? Against Houses Regan and Daphne?
You got it, Teach.
The combined forces of the Regan and Daphne houses will threaten the northern part of the Gloucester territory. Nardell, that retainer I mentioned, is going to draw their attention.
We'll take that opportunity to make our way through Gloucester territory and launch a surprise attack on the Great Bridge of Myrddin. If we can win this fight, then our next goal will be to topple Enbar, the Imperial capital. I said before that my plan was to meddle with the Empire, but I'm gonna do you one better. We are going to defeat the Empire, once and for all. But to do that, we can't afford to slip up here. Bear that in mind and prepare yourselves for the coming battle.
Oh, I love him. He's amazing. The second. St. Indec Day is today. Ooh, that's nice. Let's have a hymn recital.
I'm not good, but I'm loud. You might want to run for cover.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
Aww.
Practice makes perfect and all that.
Yeah. Yay. Oh, support. Hilda, the queen. Hello, girl.
Professor, I asked to be on the sidelines. Why did you put me on the battlefield?
Have you met you? You're kind of a queen shit, like awesome bitch on the battlefield. An awesome bitch, okay? Bic is Latin for generosity, okay?
You did protect me, so I guess I can't complain.
Obviously, you're one of my best, bestie.
Wait a second, you're hurt. Did that happen when you were defending me?
Yes, now take accountability.
Oh, I thought so. How could you be so reckless? Perhaps you'll say that that's what friends do. They look out for each other and save each other. But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you.
Yes, you would.
No, don't overestimate me. I don't know if I've told you this, Professor. I have a very impressive big brother.
Whom we will never ever meet, and it was a crime that intelligent systems did not give him to us.
I'm not just saying that. He's strong, smart, nice. He's basically perfect. Before Claude turned up, people talked about him becoming the next leader of the Alliance. Anyway, my parents have high expectations for my brother, and he almost always meets them. No one expects anything of me. If something's even a little bit difficult, I find someone else to do it for me.
And that is your problem right there. Instead of owning what you're actually good at, and actually nailing what's been set for you, you choose to cower and run away. Why don't you actually stop having the can't do attitude, drop the apostrophe, drop the T, and start having a can do attitude. Find the tasks that are suitable to you and play to your strengths. If there's something you're not that good at, turn it into a game. And then suddenly it becomes a lot more fun.
That's what I've done my whole life.
Yeah, honestly, she is a mood, a lifestyle, a religion, and I love her. I see a lot of my behavior in Hilda. Are you scared of disappointing people? Yes. Oh my god, Byleth, don't call Hilda and me out.
Of course. I can't stand the idea of not meeting someone's expectations.
See, this is what I mean. Hilda's one of my absolute favorites because she's a mood.
I know how people react when that happens. From watching my brother, I mean. People force their expectations on you, and then if you fail, they look so disappointed. Whenever that happens to my poor brother, he looks just devastated. So don't expect anything of me, please. That way, I can't disappoint you.
I won't expect anything, but I believe in you.
You're stubborn. Okay, fine. Keep believing in me. I do want to support you and support my friends. I just don't want to let you down.
You know what? It was this support that made me absolutely love Hilda. Genuinely, it was that support that absolutely made me respect the hell out of her character the very first time that I played Golden Deer, and she became my queen. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. Oh, lovely. So we've got Mercedes and Constance? Yay! Let's do it.
I see. The sunlight brings back painful memories in you.
I'm afraid so. Please forgive my behavior from before. I cannot abide these indiscretions of mine.
That's all right. The way you always work so hard day and night, it's no wonder it's had this effect on you. You work harder than anyone I know. I've always been impressed by that, Constance.
That means a lot to me.
You know, at the School of Sorcery there was a professor who specialized in magical cures. Why not write her a letter? Perhaps she can suggest a treatment that might help.
I have tried. She could do nothing for me. But I vowed then to the goddess that I would find a way to overcome my trials. I will prove my skills to the goddess and everyone else, bringing me closer to restoring House Nouvelle.
You're a tough cookie, Constance.
Naturally, and with your support, I shall grow ever stronger by the day.
I know you will. You know, during the years of political turmoil, House Martreats was destroyed just as your house was. But restoring my father's house has hardly crossed my mind. I guess I'm not as tenacious as you are.
You needn't be so hard on yourself, Mercedes. You have had other priorities since then. Oh, I've just had a grand idea.
What is it?
You ought to try to reinstate House Martreats.
Oh dear. I'm not sure that's possible.
Nonsense! If I can restore my own house, then you can restore yours. As we work to further our own like goals, we shall learn so much that we can share with one another.
You make it sound so simple. How would I even go about that?
That is simplicity itself. You shall become a prodigy at spellcraft, as I am.
All right.
I shall master the black arts, and you shall master the white. The world will know us as sister sages.
I see.
Our names shall ring out across Fódlan, earning us the titles we rightly deserve.
I hope you won't mind me saying so, but this plan seems to have gotten a bit far-fetched.
Oh no! Not if you join me, Mercedes! Where one may fail, together we are bound to succeed!
She has such big plans, perhaps too big. In that way, at least, she's exactly the same as when she was little.
Oh, I love them. They're so great. Right, okay, so We could try for certifications, but we did that at the very end of last episode. There's not really a big point in doing it, although happy as a warlock. I don't know, it just feels counterproductive. Like, yes, she would gain Tonebreaker for like mastering it, but she also gets extra magic growths for being a Valkyrie, you know? And Yuri, we're not gonna do anything else with him. Seteth is a Wyvern Rider until we get his axe rank to A, and then we can swap him into Warrior. It's going to be great, and then we can work on getting him into War Master from that. That's his last class. Sylvain, we need to make you into a Warrior, sir, but your axe sucks. So we need to work on, I think, Seteth, Sylvain, Ferdinand, Ignatz. Seteth, Sylvain, Ignatz, Ferdinand. Yeah, that's it. Okay. First things first. Sauna. Hi. Iggy's too biggy to be expressive? Okay, here we go.
We came from the territory of House Daphnel. It's not easy to leave one's home, but it had to be done. Judith asked us so earnestly, there was no way we could have refused. We can trust you, right? I'd hate to end up just another pointless death.
I had an encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it? Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol. Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
The Great Bridge of Myrddin isn't just a bridge. It has the features of a fortress. I believe it was built for military purposes by the first leader of the Adrestian Empire. In other words, it's even older than the monastery. So if we occupy the Great Bridge, we'll have to search it from top to bottom.
Lady Rhea is in the Empire, isn't she? We should hurry up and find her. So many people in the monastery and nearby towns are worried. I want to ease their minds as soon as possible, Professor. Let's work together to find her.
I've been away from Garreg Mach for a while, but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, I'm going to start up business here again, so I look forward to your patronage.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I was talking to some of the Daphnel soldiers earlier, and it seems that Judith has a weakness. But they wouldn't tell me what it is. I got the feeling they didn't appreciate the question. Pardon me for being curious. That said, maybe keep this to yourself. Not that she terrifies me to my soul, but I'd hate to get on her bad side.
I think everybody would.
I need your help.
An item that belonged to Anna.
When I got home after eating, I realized the special thingy Anna asked me to look after had vanished. Oh, what to do?
There's unrest everywhere these... I hope they... Hey, how about a favor?
Cool, right, so that's that. Hilda. Hi, girl.
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart.
Yay.
It looks like people are slowly starting to come back to the town. I guess they feel safe now that you and the Knights of Seros have returned. Peddlers have become more common too, so there'll be food and supplies available. After being run down for all those years, it's really becoming livable again. Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
There's a lot more merchant activity lately, isn't there? This area is still pretty unsafe though. We should do something about it before something bad happens. TCB, honey. Yeah. The Wealth of Anna. Now we can talk to the child. If you will open your doors for me, I am Byleth Eisner, and fuck you, I win.
Yay! Thanks!
Yay. The more renown we can get, the longer, the better it's going to be for us because of New Game Plus.
On the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrddin lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgleys territory. Count Burgleys has held the position of Minister of Military Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current Emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgleys looks to be an exception.
What used to be Eyre territory lies far to the east of the Great Bridge of Myrddin, downstream of the Aramid River. For the sake of my family, I wish we could invade the Empire from there. But I do not have the power to advocate for that. Strategically, Myrddin is more important.
Someday, we'll take it back. Taking it back would be difficult.
Thank you, Professor. I will not give in. Not until I have restored my noble pride.
I love Ferdinand so much. He is a very good boy. Fact.
5 years ago, when the Imperial Army attacked Garreg Mach, they moved with incredible speed. But in the middle of all that chaos, she still had operatives watching. The Hero of Daphnel's spy network is impressive. She shouldn't be taken lightly.
Yeah, and in all that 5 years, it took 5 years to get information that Rhea was definitely in Embar, the Imperial capital, to the Church of Seiros.
If our plan succeeds, we'll arrive at the Great Bridge of Myrddin unscathed. The important part is what happens next. We're evenly matched in terms of military power, more or less. So if we can just launch a surprise attack...
We'll have the advantage. It could go either way. We'll still be at a disadvantage.
Agreed. The bridge is basically a fortress, so the defense will be rock solid. But that's why you're here, Teach. No matter the odds, you're the wild card we need to win.
It's funny, the last time someone called me a wild card, it was a Persona game. Hi.
The year 1185 is almost over. From next month on, it will be the year 1186.
No shit, that's how years work.
It's just a date, of course, but it feels significant. I hope next year is a great one.
I don't know where he recruited that man, but Claude's got an eye for great talent. I'm talking about his retainer, Nardell. I've only spoken with him briefly, but he seems to have a fair amount of both brains and brawn, with the skills to match. But there's something about him I can't quite place. Like I've somehow heard of him before.
So, that was Judith. Just as I'd heard of her, she was an upstanding person. The same Daphnel blood runs through my veins, and yet I feel as though I am nothing like her. I am but a phantom of what could be.
You're actually quite alike. True, you do differ.
If only I could be even half of who she is.
But different is good. Different is what sets you apart. Different gives you uniqueness. Embrace that.
Judith is a wonderful person. So strong and confident as well. Looking upon her, I am sharply reminded of my mother.
Does she look similar? Does she act similar?
Very much so. Both brilliantly bright and positive, like a warm ray of light. I lost my mother long ago. I miss her desperately.
Aww, sweet baby Flame. Lies of the year. Reader Rabel. Hi.
Professor, I'm sure you know this already, but House Ordelia is aligned with the Empire. They face the Empire from across a river, similar to the Gloucesters. Even so, I refuse to yield to the Empire a second time. The Empire did unthinkable things to my family, and to me. The only option here is winning. Professor, you must promise we will overcome the Empire.
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Myrddin. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago.
During the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? When we went to Ramaya Village.
It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies.
Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. But now, we're fighting the same people who were our friends back then. Even Ash. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
Oh no, that's really sad. No.
Legend says that pillars of light fell and ravaged Ayla. I was reminded of that when I saw it. Professor? Do you think those legends are true?
Yep. It's likely. Yes, and it'll likely happen again.
Oh, I suppose you may be right. There's no way to be sure it won't. There are still so many things we don't understand in this world.
Because the pillars of light are intrinsically linked to Shambhala. Those who slither in the dark, and I don't really care that I just spoiled that for you because this has been a non-spoiler playthrough. Non-spoiler? This has been a spoiler-heavy playthrough right from the beginning.
Hearing that the Knights of Seros have returned, the monks have also been coming back. We still don't have enough hands here, but we'll use all that we've got to rebuild the monastery. Until the day that Lady Rhea is returned to us, we have to do all we can.
If Rhea really is in the Empire, then we must defeat the Imperial army by any means necessary. The people at large are just as concerned for Rhea's safety as we are. The sooner we can settle all our unease, the better.
Gwendol, whom we saw at Ayla, was once a renowned general known as the Grey Lion. And yet, as we fought him, it seemed like he was just looking for a place to die. Even if House Rowe, whom he served, is no more, he shouldn't have just given up on life.
Is it true Lady Rhea was dragged off by the Imperial army? I heard that was true. Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, they didn't take her to kill her, did they?
They need her alive for something. I don't think so. They probably haven't killed her.
Yeah, good point. If they did, we'd have heard about it by now.
Exactly.
You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging you.
That's fine, don't worry about it, my good boy. Right, okay, so let's now check Dining Hall so that we can get some motivations up. And we'll do Sylvain and Annette.
Yeah.
We'll do these. Yay. Ingrid and Yuri? Flane and Ignatz?
This.
Oh. And lastly, Seteth and Marianne. Because, you know, why not? Yay. To the next day. Ooh, there are more paralogs for us to do. We should have a look at those. On the Sunday, obviously. Right, so, Ignatz. Hi, hello. We need to catch you up in axes.
What? Let. It seems. Go on.
I could. I've come too far to stop now.
Who am I? Brings. You make.
I have a question.
Some of the children were admiring a painting of mine. I'd like to paint a new piece, something just for them, to make them happy. What do you think I ought to paint? A beautiful princess, a swamp monster, woodland creatures.
I see.
Oh, it must have been woodland creatures then.
Professor.
I know I don't stand out much, but I've been thinking about how to turn that weakness into a strength. It's good to move up around the battlefield unnoticed. I'll need to brush up on my sword and bow skills, though. He's fine. And someone just began gardening outside. Ignaz! Hey, buddy.
How incredible. What a striking color. Ah, Professor. Look at this stone. Such a brilliant blue. You don't normally find stones like this around here. I ought to grind it down. I wonder if it would still be the same color.
Why would you grind it down?
To make pigment for my art. Good supplies don't come cheap. I prefer to make my own. Blue is especially expensive. How fortunate that I chanced upon this remarkable blueness. Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again, blathering on and on about painting.
Well, it's just a hobby, right?
Oh, yes. But I know that I can get rather caught up in it and, enthusiastic. You know, Professor, no matter how impassioned I become about my art, you never hold it against me. One could argue that I'm better off preparing for our next battle. I am becoming a knight.
Wouldn't you rather become an artist? You should become an artist.
Oh, Professor.
Wouldn't you rather become an artist? You should become
I gave up on my
an
artistic
artist.
dreams long ago. To support my family, I will be a knight. That's that.
Will you regret that choice? You'll regret that choice.
No, I won't. I'm doing the right thing. I'll continue with my art as a hobby. I don't think I could ever give it up. When I see something beautiful, I can't suppress the urge to paint it. I don't have a choice. And if my art can bring happiness to even one person, that's good enough for me.
That's how I feel about making YouTube videos. If I can make somebody smile or take them out of whatever crap day that they're having, I know I've done my job. As long as you're sure.
Professor, I have a favor to ask. I'm painting a portrait right now. When it's finished, I'd like to give the piece to you. Would you take it? Perhaps it can bring you a little happiness. That will have made the effort well worth it. Oh, excellent! Is that a promise? Because I'm really going to put my heart in it. That is, I'm going to enjoy partaking in this casual hobby of mine.
Yay, fully restored motivations. Hi. Iggy's birthday! We will obviously host it. Wow, this has been Iggy's episode. He came to me twice. Alright, Rose Petal Blend.
You have my thanks.
Yay. We have tea upstairs now.
What a lovely fragrance.
Step into my office. I really like his feather. Quill. Things you find romantic. Exploring the monastery.
Yes?
Children at the market. Hopes for your future. You're doing great work. What?
Yes?
A new gambit. Capable comrades. Favorite sweets.
Sure.
Why don't you like sweets? Iggy. I should have been capable comrades a bat. Iggy, I ruined your birthday. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the delicious tea. I'd be happy to join you again whenever you like.
Have another birthday. You won't. And then we will. He won't. Iggy.
You always try so hard. This time it's my turn to pull us through.
Incorrect. It is my turn. and it shall be my turn next time as well. Your role here is to wait in the shade.
Oh no, that just won't do. It will be much better if we work together.
Observe, Professor! Who but we two could come close to such results?
We finished our work so quickly today. It's all thanks to Constance, I'm sure of it.
Well done, babies! Oh, I'm so proud of them. My girls
Another
did
game
good.
from mortal risk.
I'm finally grasping this.
Technique never
Mastery is within my grasp!
Yay, well done, my babies, well done. So what paralogs do we have now then? Oh, Ingrid, hey girl, hey!
It's strange to think I won't be receiving any more letters like this. Professor? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. My apologies.
Was that a letter you were disposing of?
Oh, that paper. Well, Yes, it was. It was a letter from my father.
Are you sure you want to throw it away? Isn't that important to you?
I understand where you're coming from here, but I have no need of such things. It isn't like anything of importance was written on it. Curious? I suppose there's no harm in allowing you to read it. Go on then.
My dearest daughter, Ingrid. Are you well? I trust that you are behaving yourself and refraining from causing trouble for others.
Let me just stop you right there. How the hell am I supposed to be able to read this despite the fact that she just tore it up?
Things on the home front are in order. The marriage proposal for you and the Viscount's son should be prepared soon. Although, I am quite certain there are many superior candidates at Garreg Mach Monastery. As you know, the very survival of our family is dependent upon whom you marry. You are the only one left in the family who can make things right. We are all counting on you. Do not lose sight of what truly matters.
This is a letter about marriage prospects?
Yes. This was the last letter I received before leaving the academy. I've told you that we've never been very well off financially. My noble family, House Galatea, branched off from House Daphne in the Alliance. Shortly after, we were lucky enough to receive the support of the royal family, allowing us to attain nobility, to some extent. But the territory we watch over is poor, its harvest meager, and our noble blood too has grown thin. Neither my father nor my brothers bear a crest. I, however, do bear a crest. Because of this, my father sees me as our family's one hope for the future. A crest is highly prized among nobles. Were I to marry into a greater noble family, that financial support could soothe our woes.
I can't believe he would use you like that. What an awful way for him to treat you.
Thank you, Professor. Your sentiment alone is a great comfort to me. Despite my own feelings, I understand why he said these things. It isn't that he doesn't care for me. I understand it very, very well, which is why I apologize, Professor. I must be going.
On the 15th, we have a look at what we can do, and Eternal Guardian. Ooh. Oh my god, okay, right. So this is Rhea's paralogue. 5 years after Rhea's disappearance, a letter that she wrote prior to that battle has surfaced. The mysterious message raises more questions than it answers, and the reason why we're able to do this is because we went out of our way to build support with Rhea. Straight up, period. Thank you. Right, so we will take care of Eternal Guardian next time in Fire Emblem Three Houses. So if you've enjoyed today's episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses, let me just see if we can do anything with Clahude. No, Iggy? I would love to take him into Warrior, but he doesn't have the tools necessary for that yet. Oh well, by all means feel free to press like and subscribe and stick around and help us out and help us grow, because your support's always appreciated. Right? Look after each other, love each other, take care of yourself, stay safe. And guys, I'll see you next time. Catch you later. Good.